Okay, guys, let's continue. Probably this is where something interesting and very dark, perhaps, could happen. I mean, we either find Katya or her kidnapper. This is where it goes, so let's go.
И желательно, пацаны, поживее.
And be quick about it, guys.
Уже через час станет темно, хоть глаз выколи.
In just an hour, this place will be pitch black, pitch dark. We started carefully wading through fallen trees in vain hope of finding at least something.
Хрена лысого мы в таких потемках найдем.
We won't find a damn in this dark, eh?
Давайте уже лучше по домам.
Let's go home. Well, up, and we found something, and it looks like a wallet. And we know probably whose wallet that is.
Опачки. Чё тут у нас?
Hey, what do we have here?
А мне сегодня фартит.
Today's my lucky day.
Братва! Я, кажись, нашел!
Guys, I found something.
Это ж Каткин кошелек!
This is Katya's purse. And here we go. And then I heard a stifle scream. I had no idea who produced it. Was it Biasha, Romka, or me? Then I finally saw it with my own eyes, but I still couldn't believe them. Biasha, his hair completely white, stumbled away in horror before eventually plopping into a snow pile. I looked at his outstretched hand that pointed at the void. His fingers shook like crazy. Okay, are we going to see that garage again? Biasha jumped up as if something bit him and fled. Romka didn't even glance his way. He kept staring in front of himself, without blinking, without breathing. I didn't even notice how my legs started carrying me towards something indescribably horrific. With an indecisive motion, I pulled away the veil of fluffy evergreen. God, I love how it went from like, oh look, I found a purse to this. Freaking genius. Okay, yeah, I read this one. A small clearing that was once burnt out with a precise lightning strike showed itself from behind the spruces. A circle of blackened tree stumps. And inside it, the black garage. Its smooth walls painted black. It seemed like they absorbed darkness itself. It felt like the garage wasn't just a metal box that could be easily moved from one place to another. It was alive. Oh god dang it. An insect with a black glossy carapace. A glutinous carrion. We kept staring at it while it watched us carefully with its single red blinking eye. I tried to persuade myself that it was just a light bulb. The low hum produced by an electric generator sounded menacing. Yeah, that's an invitation. It's unlocked. I tried swallowing. My mouth was dry as a desert. The garage doors were open. Darkness swirled inside it. I felt someone's touch. Romka put his palm on my shoulder.
Пойдем?
Are we going? He looked far older than his real age. Actually, he looked like a decrepit old man.
Куда? Ты что, сбрендил?
Where? Are you insane?
Давай предупредим лейтенанта Тихонова.
Let's go warn Lieutenant Tikhonov. Romka spat at his feet.
Будь ты таким наивным, Тоха.
Don't be silly, Toha.
Твой Тихонов вон даже варежку в лесу отыскать не смог.
Your Tikhonov couldn't even find a mitten in the forest, haha.
Да и западло с ментом сотрудничать. Особенно, когда я у него на учете состою.
Not surprising. And helping the cops is for pussies, especially now when I'm on their juvenile criminal list. Okay. I don't like seeing him with this damn knife. The delinquent brandished his trademark knife and looked at me.
Маньяк наверняка вернулся туда, в свое логово.
The serial killer has probably returned to his lair.
Если получится, возьмем его тепленьким, пока он не ждет.
We might catch him off guard and capture him.
Иначе в следующий раз подкараулит уже он.
Or next time he'll be the one ambushing us. The animal kid said he was just a man from the village. But can we beat him by ourselves?
Второго шанса может не быть, брат.
Yeah, probably. I'm actually not sure it will go well at all. I'm expecting something bad. There may not be a second chance, bro.
Так что решайся.
Time to decide. To police station, to garage. To garage it is. We got closer to the building. The metal box was completely silent, apart from the generator's hum. Romka knocked on the gate with his knuckles, as if to make sure it's not going to turn into a predatory maw. Well, that's too much noise. Even if the killer is there, he would probably hear it. He'd know. With newfound confidence, he opened the gate wider and started feeling around the wall, looking for the light switch.
Тоха, помоги-ка мне.
Toha, give me a hand here. Oh god. Yeah. It turned out to be an ordinary garage on the inside. Tool shelves on both sides, canister rags, and a covered car. No serial killers, no murder victims. I even chuckled in relief. Similar emotions could be read from my companion's face. Romka entered the garage and went clockwise around the car. He rummaged through the dusty shelves, then looked at me. I got brave enough to set one foot inside the garage. Darkness was plastered all over its corners like a spider web, but if there ever was a spider here, it left its nest a long time ago. Okay. What did it grip? What crunched under the pressure of its metal mouth? What poured down on the workbench from the ripping flesh? Its cast iron parts crumbled from continued use. But it was just a normal metalwork vise. We had one just like this in our shop classroom. A vise for metal parts, not for victims. Drops of oil, not blood. The surrounding dim light couldn't reach there. Anything could be hidden in the dark. What if someone is watching me from there, hiding behind silvery webs? Let me stand on my tiptoes. No, nothing but dust and old junk. Okay. Rusty tools that look like steel fangs inside the jaws of this icy place, or like torture tools of a medieval executioner. The moment you touch these, a wound will bloom on your finger, and the resulting cut will get infected from the rust and the dried fat, and you'll rot away alive. There's also something scarlet on those pincers. I need to go and check. Paint. It's just paint. Car. It's a car. I have a feeling that I kinda know what car exactly is that. I think like in episode 2, there was this story about the black car. A dark car. A horrible car. It's a car. What else can it be? Just a car covered with a tarp. There was nobody inside it. No dead, no living. The stench of dried up blood. It's all in my head. The thing under the cover smells like machine oil, nothing more. So, this thing... Why does this look so much like an altar? As in, the garage is a church, and these here are the attributes of an inhuman taiga religion. I don't want to look at the icons of that beastly faith. Ancient scriptures and iron relics. No, just a pile of junk. Nobody's worshipped here. Shrines like this don't exist. And there's some wax on the tabletop because they often have blackouts and the owner works in candlelight. And the last one... Severed limbs, mounds of ground meat, and heads plastered with meat flies. I'll see all of that inside this box. Just like in a nightmare, a scary version of the Field of Wonders, where the host pulls out who's oozing prizes out of a black box. It's like a very famous Russian TV show. In reality, the box was empty. Even if there was something inside, it was probably taken out at some point. Let's talk with Romka.
Ах, ржавый хлам.
Ah, nothing but rusty junk.
Оказывается, это место капец какое унылое.
This place turned out to be boring as hell.
Какому такому мудаку пришла в голову идея перевозить гараж с места на место?
What kind of moron had the bright idea to move this garage from place to place all the time?
Пошли отсюда.
We're leaving.
Ага.
Okay.
Давай догоним Бяшу. Ему крепко досталось.
Let's catch up with Biasha. He got it really bad. I went out into the snowfall. Romka was also stomping toward the exit when he suddenly stopped and stared at the car.
Слушай, а что это мы с пустыми руками будем возвращаться?
Hey, why leave this place empty-handed?
Дай-ка я хоть магнитолу скручу.
Let me at least snatch the tape deck. Come on,
Обожди
bro.
минуту, я мигом.
Why I'm not surprised. And this is the reason why he's on a freaking watch list. I'll be back in a jiffy. Oh, 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 oh. That's a girl. I think we just found Katya. Somebody sniffled from under the cover. I almost flopped into a snow pile from surprise.
Ты слышал? Она там.
Did you hear that? It's her. I watched my friend tugging at the cloth, but I couldn't muster the strength to rush to his aid. My legs froze into the ground. Still, Romka managed even without me. The cover he slashed with his knife flew to the side. There was no car underneath it. Instead, as if growing out of the floor, there stood a huge meat grinder, sparkling with its well-oiled parts. I saw one just like this in Under 16 and Beyond. An industrial giant that factories use to grind cow carcasses when making sausage. Holy fuck. Dude. This is way darker than I thought. Inside its bow, which reminded me of the bloodthirsty mouths of a Venus flytrap, sat a tied-up Katya. Okay, let's save her. She looked like she just snapped out of a daydream, and her eyes rounded in horror. The gag in Katya's mouth prevented her from doing anything but moaning and sniffing.
Скорее сюда!
Get over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I threw off my stupor like a heavy tarp and rushed inside the garage. In the meantime, Romka almost managed to climb the steel death machine. He grabbed Katya under her shoulders and... he must have pressed some sort of button with his knee! God. We are actually gonna see her... die. Is it? Is it? The mechanism started rumbling like an empty stomach. Romka realized what he had done, so he screamed.
Выключи! Выключи ее!
Turn it off, turn it off!
Я сейчас, держись!
Okay, hang in there. It's no use. Not a single damn button or a switch helped in stopping those horrible screeching wheels.
Не работает! Ни хрена не помогает!
It's not working. I can't do shit.
Помоги мне!
Get your ass over here then. We bent over Katya and tried to pull her out by the elbow. The spirals of the bottom got to work. They slowly winded up, gathering more and more speed with every turn. Then came the crunching sound like that of a flame eating away at firewood. Dude, it's impossible. I screamed when I saw Katya squished. Yeah, I'm not reading that. They look like her bones. No. A white kneecap. Oh man. I was trying to pull Katya out, but I could tell I was losing. Dude! Oh man, I felt a bar of hands in my body and I thought that I was also about to get thrown to the ball as it served. I was about to become a part of the same mincemeat mass as Katya, but it was Ronka dragging me away. From the mechanism, this metal trunk of big blood-filled sausage with...
Какого хрена ты стоял так вкопанный?
Why the fuck did you just stand
Мы
there?
же могли успеть ее спасти!
You could have saved her.
Вот уж не думал, что ты ее так сильно ненавидишь.
Dude, what? Man, I had no idea you hated her that much.
Убираться отсюда.
We need to get out of here. Well, dude, you're the one that climbed without looking at anything and freaking pressed the button. We stumbled out of the garage. Dude. I actually did not expect anything like that. Okay, it makes sense they said, like, on the disclaimer, it's not advised for anyone under 18 to play this game. This is some brutal shit, for real. Oh god. I grabbed a handful of snow and shoved it in my mouth, then chewed it on the mushy substance. Roma was on his knees, wiping his face with snow. I crawled away from the monstrous meat grinder, clinging to the ice with my nails. I coughed as trying to exaggerate the memory of what I saw. This is just... I mean, Katya was a little annoying bitch, right? But dude, she did not deserve any of that. I mean, none of the kids deserve to die, but like, for real, in this game, it just... If this is the fate of every one of them that was kidnapped, I really hope that we can find this motherfucker and make him pay. Let them get the freaking judgment. Oh, the music, it's actually so fitting. But I knew that I'd never forget the smell, the sound of breaking bones, and Katya's agony. Roma crawled up to me on all fours, and for a moment I felt like he lost his sanity from horror. And now he was going to tear into my throat like a wild beast. Instead, he grabbed my coat and started scrubbing scarlet drops from my sleeve with snow.
Что ты делаешь?
What are you doing?
Никто не должен узнать.
We can't let anybody know.
О чем ты?
What do you mean?
Никакой милиции, слышишь?
No going to the police. Got it?
Катю по частям мы не соберем.
We're clearly not gluing Katya back together.
А я не хочу сесть в тюрьму, как мой батя.
And I don't want to end up in jail like my old man. So we heard that his father was in Afghanistan. And yes, that messed him up completely, and he ended up doing some stuff that get him in jail.
Но ты говорил...
But you said...
Говорил.
Right, I did. He threw a hateful glare at the garage.
Я включил мясорубку.
I turned on the meat grinder.
Нечаянно.
By accident.
Попробуй докажи.
Try and prove that.
Им только и надо, чтобы на кого-то повесить убийство.
They just need a scapegoat for all these killings.
Я за решетку пойду, а маньяк будет разгуливать на свободе.
I'll be behind bars and the serial killer will walk free.
Блять! А жизнь ведь только начала налаживаться.
Fuck, and my life was just starting to get better.
Но мы не можем просто так.
But we can't just...
Можем. Поклянись, что никому не скажешь.
We can. Swear you won't tell anybody. I mean, yeah. I will swear for sure. I guess this is also the only way to maybe together try to get to the bottom of what the hell is happening, and we obviously need Romka's help for that. I'm not sure Anton can get this all solved all by himself. But damn, this is just... Whew! God dang it. We can. Swear you won't tell anybody. He didn't say the or else part out loud, but his tone of voice clearly had that implication. Oh god. I stayed silent for a minute. I spent it thinking about the bloody gravy that was flowing out of the machine. Roma was right. Even if Tikhonov believes us, the garage might be gone by that time. It will just magically teleport to some other clearing on the other side of this damn forest.
Пожалуйста!
Please.
Кто-то должен защищать Полину!
Someone has to protect Polina. Yeah, would definitely have Oud here. Try to protect her. Olya too, I thought while nodding slowly.
Хорошо.
Okay. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to keep my word. That Mom will read it off my face, that she will notice the blood drops or sense the smell. And I'll crack. I'll just fall on the floor before her and start wailing, scared for myself and my family. At that moment, I had no idea what was actually waiting for me in the place I mistakenly called home. Okay, is it actually gonna get even darker? The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. It felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Darkness oozed into the hallway and snowflakes floated inside, along it, landing softly on the rug. Like a pack of vultures that sensed their food. I imagined 3 meat grinders in different parts of the house and 3 members of my family getting ground by their blades. I stepped into the doorway with the utmost caution. For a moment I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be a radio broadcast.
Циклон, о котором мы предупреждали, движется к региону. Завтра синоптики обещают ветер с порывами
Dude, I'm
до
kinda
15
scared. Wow, I am... Okay. The previously mentioned cyclone is getting even close to the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests gusts of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour.
МЧС призвала жителей соблюдать меры предосторожности. Дороги перекрыты. Холодная воздушная масса арктического происхождения несет с собой буран.
Emercom of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. The roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. I heard voices coming from the upper floor too. Okay, that's his mom, and she said like, you 2 of you will make me end up in the grave. For the first time in my life, sounds of a quarrel calmed me down. The staircase let out a long squeak. Not him. I took 1 step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7 times in the meantime. What are you saying? The door to my parents' bedroom was ajar. For real. Shadow play unfolded inside a light spot. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. Okay, I actually did not hear that well, so I'm not sure what she said. Mom hears a dad, her wrist flying toward the ceiling, and he towered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest.
Мы все в опасности. И все из-за тебя.
Okay, I think I know where it goes. I think, if you remember, the reason they got here is because his father was chased by some dangerous criminals. I think there is a chance they found out. We're all in danger, and it's all your fault. I mean, That's like the only explanation. Unless like she's talking about some curse that coming from the forest.
И не ври, ты видел его в поселке.
And stop lying, you saw him in the village. Okay, yeah.
Он вычислил, где мы живем.
He found out where we live.
Это был не он.
It wasn't him.
Я читала в газетах, на что способны твои дружки.
I've read about the things your bodies are capable of in the newspapers. I ran toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel, where they showered each other with mutual accusations. That let out a low beast-like roar.
Пусть они прекратят.
Make them stop. Poor Ola. She has to like listen to all of that all the time. Ola stood in the corridor, pressing her little palms against her ears. I chased away the illusion where my sister was getting devoured by the blades of a meat grinder. Her face, swollen from crying, made my skin freeze, and it almost managed to push Katya's bloody image out of my mind.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Они разведутся.
They are going to divorce. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands, to look for excuses. Yeah, basically they're cursing each other. It felt like the screams were coming from every direction, right and left, up and down, splitting my head apart. Swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape.
В свою комнату.
To your room?
Нет. Дальше.
No. Far away.
Отведи меня в Небыляндию. Ты обещал.
Lead me to Neverland. You promised. I carefully unglued Ola's hands from her ears and led her away from the room with her parents, which was vibrating with malice.
Из-за тебя.
Your fault.
Ради кого?
For whom? Your own, and only your own. I would never. In moments like this, I despise them more than they despised each other. I bolted down the door to my room and leaned against it. My knees gave way.
Почему тебя не было так долго?
Oh god. We can't really tell her what the hell happened. Why were you out for so long?
Я пытался помочь одной девочке.
I tried to help a girl.
Ты помог ей?
Did you help her?
Не думаю.
I don't think so. Something hit the window ledge on the outside. Is it the owl? Ola shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame.
Ты ждешь кого-то?
Were you expecting someone? I didn't reply. Instead, I let go of her wrist. Ola wept in fear. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. Oh god. Yeah. I flung the curtains and the window open. I wonder if this is actually good that we meet them, or it's just like gonna be complete downfall from here and we'll see their true faces and something terrible will happen. Okay. Hootie, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly the charming Alisa stood outside waving at us. Ola gasped in surprise when she saw the owl girl.
Я же говорила.
See, I told
Да,
you.
знаю. Я тебе всегда верил.
Yeah, I know. I always believed you.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice also had some curiosity mixed in.
Чтобы в такую погоду дома сидеть, надо быть очень скучными детьми.
Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this. We still have so many games to play, Hoot.
Давайте только не во все игры играть, а то у меня лапка болит.
But let's not play all of them. My power hurts. I'm still like wondering if those four are actually like either someone that we know from the game having those masks. Like, I don't know, I still kind of have a feeling that Polina might be Alisa. And this is definitely Soma. That I thought was Romka, but I'm actually not sure. That may be Vova and Senya, like the other missing kids. But then it's like, are those the souls? I don't know. This is probably like the most interesting part to figure out the mystery behind it.
По чуть-чуть. И потом отдохнем.
We play a little, then rest. Friends!
Выходите скорее, играть и танцевать.
Come on, come out to play and dance. I'm not sure if like it's a good idea to go outside, but if he goes outside, he has to take Olya with him. He can't just leave her. My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Alisa, and my inner voice practically screamed, "She's here! She's finally here!"
Они знают, как попасть в Небыляндию.
Do they know the way to Neverland? Well, probably they know a way to something like a darker version of it. I entertained that possibility, looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
Maybe. Let's go find out. God. The silhouettes of my forest friends promised to free us from sadness, anger, and nightly horrors. You like don't care about us at all, and your lunches are total crap. I made sure that Olya wore warm clothes. Okay, she said something about him not being, I guess, able to satisfy her. I didn't hear the first couple of words exactly, but that was the direction. Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from that show with Nikolai Drozdov. Okay, this is like in the world of animals. It was like very famous show in that time, and he was the host, and like he was talking about all sorts of animals. Pretty cool. Kids liked it. We sneaked past the rumbling kitchen and into the snowfall outside. Alisa ran up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck.
Как же долго!
It took so long!
Пока мы вас домоседов ждали, то чуть не состарились.
We almost got old waiting for you shut-ins. She pressed her body into me even harder.
Оказывается, ждать так утомительно.
I liked it. Turns out waiting is so tiring.
Фу, дайте хоть минуточку в себя прийти.
Phew, give me a minute to catch my breath. Okay, actually, like, happy for now at least we have this moment of light fun. After what the hell happened 20-30 minutes ago. Oh god dang it. Let's hope we'll have something nice. Phew, give me a minute to catch my breath.
Однажды я тоже долго собиралась. А когда закончила, то и вовсе забыла куда.
I was preparing to leave for a long time once, hoot hoot, and when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. Olya looked at the owl with suspicion, but she still giggled when the bird did a backflip and landed perfectly on her feet without staggering. All the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Olya in amazement.
Это же та девочка, что не хотела со мной дружить.
That's the girl who didn't want to become friends with me, she said.
Меня зовут Оля.
My name is Olya.
Раньше я просто тебя боялась.
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка?
Were you afraid of our hootie?
Может быть, у нее совофобия?
Maybe she has olophobia. I'm pretty sure there's actually like You know, scientific name for that.
А это лечится?
Can you cure that?
Главное, чтобы ребенок не боялся веселиться.
It doesn't matter as long as she's not afraid of having fun.
Иначе с нами можно умереть от страха.
Or she might get scared to death with us. Ahaha! I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. And that's after everything I saw in the garage. Every time I met Alisa, it felt like I crossed a river, and the sound of flowing water suppressed all of my negative thoughts.
Какие у вас красивые костюмы!
Your costumes are so pretty! The fox girl let go of me and squatted beside Olya.
О, какая очаровашка!
My, what a cutie.
Тоша, почему ты прятал от нас это милое создание раньше?
Why did you hide such a cute creature from us before? I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to ruin our fun like they always do. Then hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
let's get further away from here.
Запросто.
Sure thing. Easy.
Оля, а ты знаешь, как найти в нашем лесу Деда Мороза?
Okay, Grandpa Frost. This is like basically, you can call it like Russian Santa Claus. It's not really exactly the same, but like supposedly he's the one that giving kids presents on the New Year. Like he has his granddaughter Снегурочка. Hey Ola, do you know how to find Grandpa Frost in our forest? I mean, I kinda not sure why the hell she suddenly said that. My little sister's eyes widened.
Как?
How?
Нужно идти по сладкой тропинке.
You need to follow the sweet trail. Okay, I'm actually not sure right now, cause like Sweet Trail, if you remember, there was like the whole point with a lot of candies when I think it was like what, episode 2 or episode 3 on Alisa's route, when Anton actually met like the Beastmaster, right? With a lot of candies. Alisa bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Ola raised her hands in amazement. She gave me an inquiry look. I nodded. My sister munched on the candy.
У нас что, в лесу завелся Дед Мороз?
Wait, do we hoot have Grandpa Frost in our forest?
Почему? Ты мне не рассказывала.
Why hoot? Didn't you tell me?
Я рассказывала. Сегодня днем.
I did, this afternoon.
Но ведь днем я сплю.
But I sleep during the day.
Ага. Вот я и рассказывала, пока ты спала.
Sneaky. Right, I told you while you were sleeping. Yeah, I'm actually very confused by what's going on. Alisa dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a torch's flame. Ola went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of the snow pile.
Вы такие бодрые. На вас аж смотреть противно.
You're so lively, it makes me sick to the stomach. Okay, I'm actually have a bad feeling. Where the hell are they taking them?
А ты давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive.
Лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу, пока все подарки не разобрали.
Run with us to Grandpa Frost while there are still presents left.
Скажешь тоже.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову свалится 3 кило конфет, чем я поверю в байки лисицы.
I won't believe the fox's tales unless 10 pounds of sweets drop on my head right now.
Ой.
Yeah, she has a lot of candies. When the aforementioned sweets started raining down on the bear's head, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him, ouching and bobbing his head up and down. Okay, but like, Those candies, are they actually like taking them to the Forest Master, the Beast Master? Dude. I am pretty sure something important will happen. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like horrible or just interesting. Daisy trees glistened in the snow. Teddy sneezed and pulled a little bear in the north candy out of his ear.
Я бы вздремнул часок. А уж потом пересчитал все эти шоколадки.
I take an hour-long nap and then count all these chocolates.
У меня такое подозрение, что тут не больше килограмма.
I suspect there are no more than 3 pounds here. Alisa shouted at us from the other side of the forest.
Не в этой жизни!
Maybe in another life.
Давайте скорее! Дед Мороз уже заждался нас во дворце!
Hurry up! Grandpa Frost is already tired of waiting for you in his castle. I shrugged and ran. Running loosened the grip of fear I felt all this time. Something round whistled past my temple. I decided it was a snowball, but then Olya proclaimed.
Зефир!
Zephyr? Yeah, okay, this is pretty cool.
Не подбирай, он испачкался.
Don't pick it up, it's dirty.
Ты что, веришь в микробов?
Huh? Do you believe in microbes?
А ты нет?
And you don't?
Раньше верила.
I used to. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rustling paws. Snow drifted upward into the endless black sky, just like last time. Snow piles lighted up like melted silver.
Как же красиво! А я думала, в лесу страшно.
So pretty, and I thought the forest was scary.
Нас родители пугали лесом, снегом и совой.
Parents told us scary stories of the forest, owl, and snow.
Ну а мы с собой играли в снежной чаще под луной.
But we weren't one bit worried playing with her with moon gloves. I did my best to keep track of Olya's movement, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside bushes, picking up more candy, only to then get back to the trail laughing. Hooty flew over our heads, landed on a branch and started hooting and shaking her head. Wolfie dug into the snow with his face, dragged out a pile of bubblegum, and swallowed it without taking off the wrapping.
У тебя будет несварение.
Your tummy will hurt. The wolf got scared and spat out the gumball.
Враки, злые собаки.
Lice, 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 nasty flies.
Нет никаких несварений.
Tummy aches don't exist.
Вся эта чушь случается только со взрослыми.
All that nonsense only happens to grown-ups. I'm actually not sure where this is going. Alisa stopped in her tracks and moved the canopy of intertwined branches to the side in a pompous manner, like you would open the curtains in theater. Okay, this is an actual snow castle. Wait. Is this an actual Grandpa Frost? Or is there actually gonna be like a massive bamboozle? Behind that obstacle lay a clearing. There stood an ice castle, glistening with silver.
О, это все взаправду?
Okay guys, I will finish this part here. Holy damn, that was crazy episode. Very dark and... oh damn. Yeah, this game is doing what it does to just shock you. Well, take care and see you next time.